everyone, morning or afternoon or evening. Stephanie here again on a chilly Hamilton morning. So I have taken my sweatshirt off, but I'm feeling a bit cool. If you're going to be doing this little workout with me, you will need to have a warm-up. I'm not including a warm-up, so a little bit of walking around the room, a few toe taps, some side steps would be a really good idea. It's called the Fab 5, so the Fabulous 5, and I've picked 5 exercises, 3 resistance exercises or strength exercises and 2 balance exercises to do with you, and they are really good ones. So if you were to do these Fabulous 5 every day or every second day, you'd be doing really well with your strength and balance. I'm going to be doing this without music, so there'll be a little bit of counting, which I'm likely to do when there's no music. So the first exercise we're going to do is the stand up, sit down. I'm going to do enough for my legs to feel like they've done some work. If you can do more, please feel free to carry on and do more. Or if you can't do as many as I'm doing, just stop and have a rest whenever you need to. So my suggestion would be to do this with me through once, and if you're feeling that you can do it again, just go through the video or the exercises a second time, and as you get stronger, you could just do 1 set, 2 sets or 3 sets, and that way you're going to make it harder for yourself. So we'll start with a sturdy chair. I've got a fairly clear space around me, so I'm not going to trip over anything. I've also got some weights, which are just bottles with sand in them, and if I wanted to make it harder, I could hang on to these weights. Remember, when you do your stand up, sit down, you can use your hands on the chair, you can use your hands on your thighs, or you can use no hands. So I'm sitting here with my feet flat on the floor. I've got my knees at my hips and my feet in line, so that's a really good way to do it. Remember that you push your weight into your heels as you stand up. So I'll do the first couple with my hands on my thighs, and then perhaps I'll come to this position or this position. So let's go. We're going to dig our heels in, stand up, all the way up, feeling the front of the seat of the chair on the back of our legs, slowly sit down. That's it. And when we get completely seated, we're going to push into our heels and stand up again and slowly down. So that's 2 repetitions. Let's do another 3 like this. Up we come, squeeze our backside, push it all the way back and sit down. Pushing into the heels. If I'm going a little bit fast for you, please feel free to slow down. If you need a little bit more time sitting down, that's fine too. So we push up and sit down. Now we'll try 3 without using our hands. So up we come, all the way up, pushing that bottom all the way back and sitting down. Being careful not to rock. Up we come. So we want the muscle power in our legs to do the work, not the momentum. Squeezing down into those heels and sitting down. I've sort of lost count, so let's do 1 more. That's good. All right, now this time we're going to go very slowly on the way down. So let's dig our heels and come up, and we'll go down very slowly and hold in that hover position. Kasha and I were recently watching a video from England, and they call this the jockey position. So it is a little bit like a jockey, isn't it? Now push your bottom back and sit down. Nice. Let's do another really slow one. Slowly up and pushing that bottom all the way back, looking out ahead and holding for 3, 2, 1, and pop your backside down. Make sure that when you're coming back down, you've got your bottom right back over the chair. So push it back, count of 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold, 8, 9, 10, and sit. How about we do 2 more of those? Let's go. Up by pushing through the heels and pushing the bottom back. Count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. So we've got 2 more leg exercises to do, so you might not want to do any more of those. Let's move to the next exercise we're going to do, which is the rear leg lift. a really excellent exercise for working into the gluteal muscles and your hamstrings. So we can either be up close or we can be a little bit further apart. There is another way of doing this exercise which I'll show you shortly. So we'll start with one leg. The leg you're standing on can be a little bit bent. The leg that is doing the work behind is as straight as you can get it. So we're going to tap our toe onto our heel and let's start. We'll do 16 to start with, just little ones. Trying to bring that toe to tap into the heel. Trying to keep the leg as straight as possible. So there's 8 more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. You might want to have a little shake around. We're still on the same leg. We're going to take it up and hold for 2, 3, and down, and up, and hold it. You don't need to count. Hold it for a while. Tap it back, and up it goes. Hold it for a little while, and tap it back. Good. Let's do 4 more. Squeezing into that back side, and tap it back. 3 to go. Toe pointing down or straight under the chair, and tap, and up, and tap, and 1 more just for good value, and there it goes. Now keeping that same leg doing the work, come in a little bit closer, and if you don't mind this position, let's do a few in this position. So we take our leg out the back, looking slightly ahead, and the leg is a little bit higher now. So we're just going to do some little presses here. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Guess how many we're doing? So that's 8. So we've got another 8 to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. All right, let's give the other leg a turn. So, arms length from the chair, toe to heel, nice straight body, tucking those abdominal muscles in. Let's go, just little ones. So same as we did on the other leg. Remember, if it's a little bit too much for you, you stop and have a rest, come back in. So we still have quite a few of these to do. I'll let you know when we've just got 4 more. So try to think about squeezing into your butt, keeping the leg that you're moving up and down as straight as possible. A little bit of a bend in the leg you're standing on. Okay, we've got 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's hold that leg up for about 3 counts and tap it back. Hold it up, big squeeze, and tap it back. It doesn't need to lift high. Big squeeze and tap it back. Squeeze that leg back and tap. Squeeze it back and tap. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze and back, and 1 more. Squeeze and back. Good. So still using that leg. Bring your hands down a little bit lower. Lift the leg higher. All right, looking straight ahead and slightly down, and we start lifting. My goodness, doesn't the leg start to feel very heavy? And another 8. And another 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Good work, everyone. So that's 2 leg exercises in a row. Now we've got our 3rd leg exercise. So I'm going to bring my chair to the side. Could I suggest that you stand with the chair in front of you? But I want you to be able to see what I'm doing with my leg. So this is the famous side leg raise. We want to try and turn our toe down or straight ahead. We don't want to rotate the foot out like this. So let's go. We're going to do little ones at the bottom. Once again, this leg stays straight, the other one can be slightly bent. Try and keep your body upright, not over to the side. So we're using a different overload technique. We're using a technique where we start small, right down low. We'll do 8 more. And then we're coming up a little bit higher and just doing little ones in the middle. So not coming right back to touch the foot of the other leg. Just little ones in the middle. And you can bend the leg you're standing on to take a bit of pressure off that leg. But that leg you're standing on is doing a heck of a lot of work as well. Every single muscle. That's it. Let's go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now take the leg up a bit. So we're holding 1, 2, 3, and in. 1, 2, 3. So this is as high as you can get your leg with your toe pointed forward. And in. 1, 2, 3, and in. Good work. You want to make this a bit harder? Bend as you come down. So we'll do 4 more. 3, 2, and in. 2, 2, 3, and in. 3, 2, 3, and in. Last one. 4, 2, 3, and that's it for that leg. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. So now this leg that you've been standing on, that's been working pretty hard, gets to do some work. So you'll instantly feel that leg down the muscles on the outside and just round the back of your backside. So we're straight into those side raises. And the good news is, when we've done this leg, we've done our 3 fabulous resistance training exercises for our lower body. How's that leg feeling? Got to be careful not to shortchange this, because that leg will be tired. So sometimes it's a good idea to start with your right leg and sometimes start with your left leg, because you tend to get a slightly different amount of work depending on which leg's been doing the holding up and which leg's been doing the moving. Alright, let's just do 4 more on this leg of those little wee ones down low. Good. Now come up a little bit higher and some little wee ones there. Just very small, keeping that toe down or pointed forwards. Oh, can you feel that? That's a good feeling. So we've got another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's hold for 3, 2, 1 together. 3, 2, 1 together. So we've done a little bit of a swap today. Well, for this week's videos, I'm doing the one with no music, and Kash is working on a routine with music. 2, 3, and 1. Come up again. 2, 3. 2 more, everyone. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and oh, thank goodness that's over. Very nice. All right, give those legs a little bit of a shake out, and then we're going to go to the balance exercises. Now I'm just going to go and grab something light, which is a drink bottle, and you need a chair handy. I'm going to show you this exercise with no chair, and if you find it too difficult to do with your feet in semi-tandem, so that's one foot just back of the other one, then you could do this exercise with feet side by side. All right? Remember, when we do these exercises, we're trying not to look down at our feet. So I'm going to stand facing you, and I'm in semi-tandem. I've got the chair handy if I need it, but I'm fairly confident I can do this. So looking straight ahead, and then I'm just going to pass the item that I'm hanging on to over my head and down. To start with, just to get the feel of it, I'm not going to look up, but if I'm feeling quite nicely balanced, I can start to follow and look up as I change hands. Looking up as I change hands. See how you go. Let's do 3 more. it's a little bit too stressful, you put your feet side by side and it makes it slightly easier. Still a good balance challenge. And there we go. Nice work. Change feet. And getting your balance, spreading your toes out. This time we're going to have whatever it is we're holding on to in front of us. See if we can pass it round behind us and then bring it back round the front. So looking straight ahead, pass it round behind us and back around the front. So this time I'm going to look where it goes and look where it comes back. Look where it goes and then turn and look for it to come back. Look where it goes. If that makes you a little bit dizzy and look where it comes back, then don't do it. So let's go back the other way. We look, we pass, we look and we pass. We look and we pass, we look and we pass. One more. Look out to the side, pass it behind us, look out to the side, and there we go. So that's another really good exercise you can do, one of the fabulous 5 for this week. And the last exercise I want to do, I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing it. I'm going to show you what you would do if you had a chair, and then I'll show you what you can do if you've got a wall you can hang on to. So we're going to come as far back as we can, just with one hand on the chair, and then we're going to walk forward. So heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and heel toe. You go as far as you can so you're still hanging on. Notice I'm trying to look up ahead. And then we'll walk backwards. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and heel toe. Now I'm going to try and do that and take my hand off. So we go heel toe. I know the chair's there if I need it. Heel toe, and heel toe. And this is a slow moving exercise. Don't speed it up. Keep it nice and slow. Heel toe. Oh, a little bit of an overbalance there. Heel toe and heel toe. All right? So you can do that with a chair just 2 or 3 times. Now I'll move the chair out of the way and just imagine that this is a straight wall or perhaps the back of the sofa, and I could do a slightly longer walk. I've got that there if I need it, but if I don't need it, I'm going to go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. So the wall's there, heel toe, and backwards. Toe to heel, toe to heel. A little bit harder going backwards. Toe to heel, and there we are. So that's our fabulous 5 for this week, everyone. You've got the stand up to sit down with some hovering. You've got the rear leg raise, the side leg raise, the semi-tandem passing thing, and that heel to toe walk. The 2 balance exercises you could do several times a day. You can never do too many balance exercises. The resistance exercises, probably once a day is enough, but maybe go through it twice. So you have to take the video back to the start and go through it again. All right, everyone, stay warm, and we'll see you again next week for some more exercises.